Hello and welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. In the USA, it is Saturday, November 14th, 2020. In Asia, it is Sunday, November 15th, 2020. I am here near the University of Washington campus. Normally a bustling place this time of year, but there's not many people out and about. The university is mostly online, except for a few classes where that might not be possible. So, we got a lot going on today, so I kind of want to get you guys updated on what's happening. So, the situation with our pandemic is slowly. Well, I shouldn't say slowly. It's getting worse pretty quickly here and in the Philippines and Indonesia and Europe and pretty much most of the world. Cebu City just announced yesterday, Saturday, that they're closing the city borders down again. So you cannot get into the city unless you are working there and can prove it, or you have some other essential purpose for going into Cebu City. For weeks and weeks, they had less than 15 cases a day, and this week it jumped up to 30 and then 59 yesterday. They're not sure why. They're not sure why that is. There was a shoe store grand opening in Lahug that got a pretty big turnout, and there was no social distancing, not many masks to be seen. So the city shut the store down just as it was opening. So that could be part of it. It's hard to tell where the cases are coming from. They do have contact tracers, and maybe they'll figure it out. But I get a feeling that they may be close to locking down again. Davao City cases have been up for a long time now. Just this week, they reinstituted a curfew, 7 p.m. to like 5 a.m. I think. And Davao and Cebu City are both requiring their Q passes. I think in Davao City it's a FM pass, but now they're gonna be more strict on those passes. So things are slowly deteriorating there. So for those of you that are trying to get into the Philippines, this situation's not going to help. It's going to delay things, I think, by a while. Indonesia cases are increasing. They're up to about 5,000 a day, which isn't a lot compared to the States. I think we had 150,000 new cases yesterday. So down in Oregon, one state down from us, they closed down in-person dining again. So now the restaurants are all takeout only or delivery. Let's see. Vietnam, Philippines been getting hit by storms, typhoons. Da Nang, where I used to live at one time, has had like 7 storms in the last 2 months alone. They didn't get a direct hit this time. I think the storm went slightly north of Da Nang, but they've been walloped for sure. So the main purpose of this video is my plans for 2021. What am I gonna do? I think my time here is about up in the States. I do have 2 interviews next week for schools in Vietnam. Vietnam's not letting tourists in, but they're letting teachers in as foreign experts because they can't, you can't find a local Vietnamese person to teach native level English. So I do have 2 interviews. I hope to get back to Vietnam. I'll let you guys know about that. But that's pretty much the only way to get into Vietnam right now. If you're a foreign expert, quote unquote, or an investor, you have to invest a lot of money. You can get into Vietnam somewhat easily. There are some hoops you got to jump through, and then you do have a 14-day quarantine that you have to do. So you're not just going to get into Vietnam and not quarantine there. That's not going to happen. So I'll let you guys know what happens with that. If that doesn't work out for some reason, there are some other countries that are still allowing Americans in Asia and in other parts of the world. There's South Korea that you can still get in there as an American with a 14-day quarantine. There are some ways to get into Cambodia, not as a tourist, but other ways. Turkey is still open to Americans. They don't require a quarantine. What else in Asia? Indonesia. They have a lot of COVID cases, but relative to their population, it's not too bad. Indonesia is letting people in on social/business visas. I think I talked about the B211 before. So that's an option too, you can spend up to 6 months in Indonesia, spend 6 months at the beach in Bali maybe. It's still pretty dead over there due to the pandemic, but there's options. So Asia is my first choice to get back to. So that's my 2021 plan. So if I can get into Vietnam, great. I don't mind doing the quarantine. I don't mind doing the COVID testing. As long as the schools, if the school hires me, they take care of the paperwork that's needed, that's fine. Maybe by the first of the year I can get there. I would say if I have to choose, if I had to put countries in order, Vietnam would be number 1. Indonesia would probably be number 2. Turkey would be number 3. Taiwan is possible if I can get hired on by a school there, but that's a little bit more difficult. Their ESL market is smaller than Vietnam. But as far as the Philippines, China, Laos, Burma, those countries are pretty much closed for now, unfortunately. So that's what I'm doing. So I hope to have some good news maybe in the next week or 2. But my time here is about up. It's cold, it's rainy. I want to get you guys some actual videos from Asia. I want to show you guys what life is like over there. I lived in Vietnam before, but that was before I made my channel active again. So I really want to get to Vietnam and show you guys what's going on. Life is pretty much normal over there right now. They've had less than, I think, 1,300 cases total, not a day, but total, since this thing started in January. So they've been really on top of things, and that's because of the quarantine. So they don't mess around. Anyways, for now, that's all I got. I just hit 2,300 subs this morning. I appreciate all 2,300 of you. I hope to get another 2,300 and more in the next year. I know that will happen as soon as I get back to being overseas again. Even if you don't subscribe, you're just watching this video, I appreciate you too. Please hit my logo at the bottom of the screen and you will get to subscribe. Hit that bell to get notifications. Look at this. This is a major university in the middle of a major city. This is a major road. And there's hardly any traffic. I mean, this is nothing. All of this is nothing. What is happening to the world? Anyways, for Asia Unscripted, this is Jason. Take care. Be safe out there. Cases are on their way back up. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care.